Landwirt.com, the online marketplace for agriculture.
Landwirt.com is seeking the top do-it-yourself projects. And today we're taking a look at a homemade bedding technique, specifically in Eidenberg in Upper Austria by Klaus Heinzel. Hello, Klaus.
Hello, Denise.
Klaus, tell us, you sent us your bedding technique as a do-it-yourself project. What's that all about? What made you decide to build it yourself?
The reasons were simply about how to make the work on the farm easier. So we started looking around and checked out products from other suppliers. We didn't find anything that we liked or wanted to have. And so at some point we came to the conclusion, well, if we can't have it, then we'll just have to make something ourselves. That's how Stromatik came about.
So what's behind your spreading technique? How does the whole system work? What components did you use?
We built a straw shredder that breaks down the round bale and then finally doses it onto a shredder. And from there it's transported further by a circulating chain, an elevator chain, and then distributed throughout the entire barn. The shredder is used to make the straw shorter because after the round baler it was still too long, and we had the problem that when it went into the manure spreader it was just too long and we ended up with residue left on the field. That's why we decided on the shredder, because it runs slowly, produces little dust, is very cost effective, and can also be used for other things. After the shredder, it continues on the elevator chains, this endless chain, which runs everywhere by hand later on. The straw falls into the chain, is pulled through the pipes, and everywhere we have cubicles with holes. And from these holes, the straw simply falls out and spreads onto the cubicle beds.
How does the control system for your spreading technology work?
So we turn it on in the morning, it runs for 7 minutes, then switches off automatically, and we turn it on about twice a day. You save around 1 stall per week in time. The cows are also cleaner, providing hygiene benefits. Cleaning poos is much easier, but there's still a bit of dirt. And yes, they're always lying dry, which is actually the most important thing.
What components are behind this now? Where did you get them all from?
We bought the materials from scrap dealers and from companies. For example, we found electric motors on Landwirt.com. We found them, and up in the Mühlviertel, the company Lierripper made the plates for the chains back then. Then the company Heinzel in Leitsanden built the control cabinet. There were a few setbacks along the way. We thought working with the armored vehicle would be easier than it actually was. It didn't work right away, so we had to rebuild it a few times, but now everything works.
You mentioned that building the track yourself wasn't easy, especially the curves. What challenges did you face there?
Yes, with the curves, we had the problem that the plates would tip over and there was more pulling. So we came up with the idea of needing a deflection mechanism there. Then we realized that we didn't know what to use for the deflection mechanism. We then realized we had installed a Maximobile back then, which worked great. The system has worked like that ever since. I estimate the actual construction time was about a month.
The costs, estimated at 17,000 euros due to purchasing components from other companies, were...
Have your project up and running?
It's been running for 3 years now.
Klaus, thank you so much for presenting your bedding technique to us. I wish you continued success with your operation.
Thank you.
Dear Selberbauer, you heard it. We are thrilled to visit the top projects and eagerly anticipate fresh ideas and do-it-yourself endeavors. Send them to me or landwirt.com. You can find the submission instructions on our website